Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Heresy. Last time, Juno went to meet her blue BFF's dad. Unfortunately, the Imperium of Man had some issues with this. And it turned into an assassination attempt. Thankfully, because Juno had the foresight to wear carapace,
Because I'm good at D&D, I lived.
carapace armor with attachable rebreather when they flooded the room with poison gas. She did indeed live. Same cannot unfortunately be said for some of the others. Poison gas didn't get anyone, but hacking gun drones sure did a number on Ceiko.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only got hit by the very last one.
Now, also, the same cannot be said for Endeavor's
Unfortunately, it's
dad,
still just-
who, due to a freak dynamic lighting accident, also perished.
Yes, he was quite dead before you got there. And I did a whoopsie with the lighting, so you just saw
Luckily,
that.
I already had a strong suspicion that Daddy was not who he said he was.
Yes. While Calidus assassins can do a great many things, transforming their soul is not one of them.
All right, she did get taken down, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
Yeah, all three assassins we fought are dead. There are some unaccounted for,
No,
but
bestie.
you know,
Yes. The
Need to be a Calexis
The
and a
three-
Calidus at the same time.
the three V's are all unaccounted for. Venus, Vindicare, and Venenum.
yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I'm too sentimental for this job.
I don't.
You don't feel anything right now. You're a ragged corpse. Luckily, Tulip came around and picked you up before we teleported away.
Yes. In no small part thanks to First Lancer Tilplin, you did manage to escape. If you hadn't had a teleporterium, you would have probably died when the station reactor was overloaded.
No, it's fine. I had a backup plan.
The fact I thought the whole reason why we went in at all is because we had to teleport.
I mean, that's the reason Juno is in a perpetual anxiety ball now. She just knows that there's a Space Marine security link and she can just call on herself. They tried to block it, but they didn't do a good enough job.
I just thought at this point we operated under the assumption that everything and anything could be an immediate plot to try to kill you.
Yeah. Hence the teleportation over in my titties.
Exactly. Otherwise, I would have kept you at home rest.
Which is basically where Juno's going to be from now on.
It's okay. Your home is a giant ship with dragons and a husband.
Yeah, and it's a nice house, but I don't want to leave anymore. This is my hole. It was made for me.
Yeah. Well, I can't really blame you.
Neither can I.
So, it left off with indeed you. It, you're teleporting to the eternal flame. The Tau orbital is slowly counting down until the catastrophic reactor breach destroys it. And thankfully, because the Tau believe in OSHA,
Oh, thank God,
they
finally somebody.
are enacting an orderly evacuation. However, on the Eternal Flame, Juno, you get a comm beep from Eloa.
Oh boy. Juno's probably in the process of like stress heaving right now. Would you push yourself up against a wall? Yes, hello, what is it?
Captain, it is my displeasure to inform you someone is attempting to hack the Vigil's systems. I have isolated the affected systems and am performing a full data sprite purge. However, as they were flagging the Tau Savior pods as incoming ordnance for our defense guns, I felt it prudent to inform you.
Inform the other ship
Yeah.
captains as well and try and trace back where that's coming from.
I have.
And?
The signal terminates in your sleeping quarters.
Take your Scutarii down there and flush them out.
Affirmative. I will also inform you. The Eldar. She has requisitioned the services of Lancer Renault. For what purpose, she did not say.
Are you sure it was her?
Yes.
And that's fine. Leave them to it. I'll be back there when I can. Going to try and stop this from turning into a shooting war with whatever's left of Corvadra.
Understood.
Speaking of which, I was going to turn to Endeavor, grab her shoulders. How is she faring? I believe she was pretty fucked up at the end of last session.
Yes, she was, she was actually affected by the poison gas. Now I think about it.
She was at like exactly 0 wounds or something.
So,
Oh, hey, that
Uh,
was me too.
Oh, jeez.
she sure is at -3.
Well, let's see. I'm pretty sure Master Surgeon lets me ignore. Okay, no, it's just a -10 for that. So 40, 50 Casa, -10. Slap her on the ass.
What's your int mod?
5.
Nice. Yeah, can pump her full of well,
Antitoxins, I guess.
yeah. just trying to remember if there was a specific name for it, but yeah, just general antitoxins and help her huck up all of the goo from inside her lungs.
The goo.
What?
Yeah, it's not very It's not very pleasant work, but far from the worst thing you've had to do as a doctor.
Just gonna hand her a barf bag out of her med kit and say, "Endeavor not to rush you, but I really need you to get it together and get on your comms. Make sure this doesn't turn into a shootout with what's left of your fleet. They are probably not going to be very happy right now."
She will take. She'll need a minute or two before she can really walk, but she'll
Just need her to talk
um,
first.
Yeah. And indeed, she gets on her comms. She very quickly looks at Ashton. She pulls out her data pad. Across it. Oh, no, 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 no. They're circulating vids of these space marines shooting at drones.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. You got... Juno will grab the shield drone Casa saved. Here, counterpoint with this. He saw everything.
The truth isn't much better, let's be fair. It wasn't you, but it was Imperials that started shooting.
Yes, but they started shooting at us. Look,
I mean, if nothing else, establishing that we're on their team might help.
we just need to stop this from turning into a shootout right now. We can talk about specifics later. Just stand everyone down. And get them to keep their pods away from our ships. Someone's trying to hack them. Probably the same one who turned your drones on us.
Nods and we'll get to work. She is a Firecast officer. I think in this case it would be reasonable to do a command role.
Yeah. I think she just became the ranking Firecast officer.
At least in at least here. Maybe not the ranking one overall, but certainly the one that's relevant.
Right this moment.
Oh my god.
Let's take that.
Can I command or assist
Oh.
on that, by the way?
She is freaking the fuck out right
Understandable,
now.
but...
I'll let you. I'll let you
Okay.
assist.
Oh, it mattered.
Starting
Would have
off hot.
been
Been buy-inable, but
unfortunate but hilarious if that 100 had
yeah,
stood.
if she wasn't fated, that would have been a real bad fucking time. Just switch us over to Battlefield Gothic.
Well,
Yeah.
I see that's how this session ends.
I mean, that'd be quite a considerable danger of that's how everything
Yeah.
ends.
Yeah, no, this is like, well, that's all, folks. Da-da-da-da-da.
Just all right. Time to emergency warp jump to left. Swipe the shit. We're out. Luckily,
All right.
yeah. Let's calm things down.
Yes, with the counterpart footage from the shield drone. It's able to stop it from escalating. Let me tell you though, the tower not happy.
I would be shocked if they were.
Yeah, like being their supreme firecast commander in the theater turn out to be an imperial assassin. Is greatly displeased.
If it makes them feel better, the
that
reason
is
I
putting
came
it
in the
mightily.
first place was to try and warn them, to warn them about this potential. Because I didn't
Yeah,
want that to happen to the ethereal lady.
Well,
it's-
luckily the blueberries are probably nuanced to understand that the Empire, as big as it is not a monolith in means and goals.
yeah.
I mean, if I can just pin this on the
If they
fucking Dark
weren't-
Mechanicus or the whatchamacallit, Militum Nox,
Um. Well, that will have to be something you do further down
Yeah.
the line. Especially given the and in fact, I'm not really sure how you would be able to do that. Now you've just sent out that footage that includes you and the assassin having that little chat that confirms that she is imperial.
You know, that's okay. Didn't know if the thing had audio recording.
It do.
Well, then at least that makes me look good, saying I was doing all of this for peace and prosperity for all our people.
Yes. Now estimations of you as a person have probably gone up from this, or at least will do once they stop just
An angry
being.
beehive.
Yeah. Estimations of humanity and the Imperium.
It's okay if you hate them. We hate ourselves as well.
Yeah. Look, don't look at them. Look at me.
Betrayal is
You are
temporary.
the God Empress now.
Yeah.
Betrayal is temporary. Justice is forever.
Okay, Conrad Gers.
While Endy's doing that, I guess I'll just calm Renault and ask him, what the elf doing?
I have been instructed not to say over Vox channels. But it is but she claims it is a matter critical to preserving your life.
Okay. Very well. As long as you're all right. Carry on.
By the way, I could use some
Oh,
medication.
yes. God, I'm sorry. Also, what happened to Ceiko? Wasn't he with us? Just kind of glances at the red splat on the ground. Oh no.
I got all his bits, but those drones shot him before he could follow us.
Shit.
Oh, dang it. I guess I really need to improve in my bodyguard training.
Amy, the only reason I'm not dead right now is because of you. You did amazingly. I'm gonna take Ceiko down to the medbay. Try and do something with this until Eloa can get here and chrome him up. Come on, Ceiko, stay with us. Grab hand. Can I even roll anything for Ceiko, or is he just kind of out for a bit?
He was like at
He's at -10.
negative
Oh.
20 something.
Does it not stop at negative?
Oh.
It's just keep going. Oh.
No.
Oh, he got really
All
shot
right.
up that
Well,
last time. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't even take the health off because I just it's
negative a
10.
lot.
Yeah.
We'll get you to the fucking med bay on the Mother Convention and plug you into something. As an actual bonus to things.
That while, technically speaking, you can roll, since we didn't record what his actual negative was, there's not much point. He'll be out for, like, a little while. Probably not so long that he can't join you on Darkhaven, but...
yeah.
Okay, that was all I was really worried about. If there's any more combat that I need to be immediately here for, I need a quick top off so I can run back in.
Also, hey, actually, Amy suffered from many, many wounds over the course of that, so really I should do a bunch of Medicaes on her, because that's apparently how that works now.
I think I have this. I think I have to look back at it. I think there was something from Assassinatorium that lets me heal as long as I didn't go into critical wounds or treated lightly wounded.
Don't worry about
Let me
it.
check again.
Yeah, that's a full health, Amy.
Okay.
And,
oh yeah, no, I'm good.
One for Gene, just for good measure. Okay, he's fine. I don't even remember what happened to him, but I'm sure that's all right. All right.
I think he got.
I think
he got stabboed.
Yeah, that sounds all right. All right. Done with that. Guess I'll leave it up to Jeff and Eloa and Eclectic to kind of round up whoever is on the Vigil. Luckily, these aren't the shapeshifters, so shouldn't be that hard.
They are, however, Imperial assassins still.
Yeah, but Eloa is, you see, Eloa. And
I'm going to make sure to keep my eye out with her. I at least kind of know what to look for.
I think we'll be seeing these three. These are the long-range stealth killers, not the stabby, punchy ones.
She do be perceptive, though. However, my inquiry is not very good.
You know who is really good at tracking down people and then murdering them, though? This man, who's still at full health. And has a phase sword now. Into the vents with you, Mayror.
Yes.
Theoretically, Ceiko is, but he is trashed.
Yes. I was going to say Ceiko as well, but
I think like a Mayor or Eloa Amy skill challenge to sort of sort that out seems appropriate. 'Cause I'm not going back over there
It would be.
till that's sorted out. Well,
It would be a mem skill challenge.
except
If, there was anyone there to find.
well, they're already gone.
Yeah, we'll get a
is pretty modus operandi.
you will get a message from Eloa for me that she has sent picked capture to Casa. Casa will describe it to you. So, your cogitator in your in your room.
Yes.
It's a screen of that with a big frowny face and "We'll get you next time" on it.
Juno just frowns. Well, that's just rude.
Looks like
Ah,
I'm gonna have to be watching you.
Lot of techno babble here that you wouldn't get, but yeah, they looks like they weren't actually there. Plugging in a remote like,
Yes, I have
and then bouncing it through
have
your
a
office.
question. Why can someone plug into my computer remotely? I'm an Inquisitor. I should be better than this.
Honestly, I don't know.
Because the weakest link in
I know
security.
I couldn't.
Because the weakest link in security is always the human element.
That or the Officio Assassinorum fucking cheats.
Probably.
That too.
Either way, when we get back, we'll do a full sweep of the office to get rid of any bugs or wiretaps or whatever techno PBGBs could be in there. For bombs. So I just feel violated. I bet they stole my panties too. Just to spite me.
What? They wouldn't do that just to spite you. They do that because you're hot.
No, but apparently Eclectic joked about doing it to spook you.
Okay, she would do it to scare you and spite you. But only jokingly.
I'm going to be able to go to sleep in there for days. Well. Alright, well, let's start sorting this diplomatic mess out, I guess. And we can get on with things. Juno will glance at Endeavor. Has there been any word about your father?
I've checked the command net. He's no word on. There is a record of his vital signs shutting off. Oh, the timestamp is when that assassin was killed.
Oh. I am sorry, Endeavor. If
Yeah.
he did not make it then.
There's still a chance.
Mm.
They would. Sure, they have to steal his transponder, but they are murderously psychotic shapeshifters. They could do that without killing him.
Perhaps some of the Tau evacuating the station will have found him in a closet somewhere.
Mm. I don't know why they'd be looking in closets when supposed to be evacuating.
Space suits? I don't know. Well, stay optimistic for now, then. If there's anything I can do for you or your people in the meantime, do let me know. To go in the meantime, clean the gore off myself, and then go get ready to meet whoever's in charge now, here. In the meantime, cast or whatever.
Uh, will be a will likely be a broadcast station commander. I think he would be the next to assume command in the event Chasseur is out.
Yes, right.
He's out of contact. Or he will need to actually be picked up by one of the ships before.
Of course, of course. I'll have our fleet put some distance between us and let your people get on with it. Then?
Yes. Thank you.
Juno's gonna scrutinize Endeavor here real quick. How is her emotional state right now?
Not great, but she's holding stable, but as soon as she stops having something to do, she's probably going to need a good long cry.
Then Juno is going to sort of take Endeavor's hand and keep working on the comms at least until we get onto a transport back to the Vigil, and then she can, have a cry on the way over. Give her some big hugs.
Yeah. Yes. About the time you transport is ready, you will get com boot from Renault.
Answer? What's up?
Juno, we have successfully terminated another member of the execution force.
Oh, good job. Is it okay to tell me what happened over comms now?
Indeed. Once the tower vessel began evacuating, Noctis Aeterna came to me reporting that she had a vision. One of the killers would be using but the killers would be using the cover of the evacuation to attempt to board our vessels. The poisoner, the venom assassin. She said she could predict which hangar he would attempt to infiltrate, and that we needed intercept him. If we did not, it would never be safe for you to return to the Vigil.
Well,
The very air would be tainted against you. A long-lasting neurotoxin that, whenever you finally did remove your breathing apparatus, your brain would shut down in minutes. Targeted directly to your genome, so she says.
well. Thank the God Emperor for you two. And did she have any idea where the other two might be?
One, she can predict reasonably. The sniper is bound for the mother of invention. Well, exactly where our opponent is more clouded. And the last, she says, his skin is too twisted with possibility for her to make any judgment upon him.
I see. Well, I will dispatch some specialists to the MFI to see if we can track down this sniper. Thank you again, Reynolds.
It was my pleasure.
Right. And now we have the hunting ground for Amy and Mayror. And maybe have Rose go with them to try and provide some divination support. You can help track down the bastard with the magics.
Yeah, I guess Rose does have some divination training. In fact, when I say some divination training, she appears to have the entire discipline.
Gee, that is sort of her thing. That and Sanctic, I believe.
Yes. Also, mind controlling puppies.
As you do.
It's just slightly incongruous with all of the rest of her powers. Like, she's got, you know, future sight and holy magic, and also just, yeah, you can mind control animals.
Does Juno count as a puppy?
Wait, I'm sorry. I just sat back down there again. Is Juno a Disney princess now?
No, this is Rose.
Oh, okay, okay.
She does also have a power for suggesting the courses of action to people.
Ah, okay, that's the animals is probably a prerequisite to that, I guess.
No, it's
Huh.
it's a minor technique she just picked
Oh,
up
okay.
for
I mean,
fun.
fair enough. He could take control of Sir Nick. Make him bite somebody. But yeah.
So, um, I guess let me make the stealth roll for the Mediguerre assassin. How well can he conceal himself aboard the MOI?
Now, given that the MOI has been in that fucking time loop over and over and over again for a while, I would argue that he might have a penalty to it just because the crew probably knows each other really, really well now. And strangers amongst them are more likely to cause suspicion.
On one hand, yes. On the other hand, it's a cruiser.
Yeah.
There are like 60,000 plus people on board,
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
and there's an awful lot of just space and the lower decks where the rat people
Although,
live.
it does have clankin quarters. So, you know. Lots of people, but they're very clannish people.
True. In any case, he's not really
Not
trying to blend
yeah,
in.
that's fine.
He's just doing a hide.
That's fine then.
Um. Yeah, I think I'll incorporate the size of the ship as a negative into tracking him down rather than as a boost to his stealth roll.
Here.
Well, that's
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
What a
An
miss.
assassin rolling an incredibly good stealth roll. All
Yeah.
right.
That is a really good stealth roll.
Well, Mayra's got like fucking 120,000 XP. Surely he can do big numbers, right?
You would hope. There are things to help with that. I just don't know what they
You
are.
and Eloa assisting, for one thing.
Do I need to roll scrutiny or
I think you'd
awareness?
be assisting
Um,
or Eloa. She has that turbo auspex that she might be better off leading, question mark.
I do have. If I can listen
It
in with my
also
ears.
doesn't have survival trained
Oh,
at
this would be
all, so
survival. I see.
that is the
I mean,
cracking
sure,
skill.
but if he's on a cruiser, especially one that Eloa would just have the keys for, I think the ship's internal security system would make it a tech use for her, something of that nature.
I'll let her assist, thanks to her tech
Oh.
use, but no, ultimately it will still be a survival roll.
Oh.
Gene, are you good at survival?
I do have.
What
Yes.
what's your success percent these days?
Survival's agility?
It can be, but
I
I
think
think
it's
perception or
intelligence.
intelligence would be the numbies for this.
Yeah, that makes more
Yeah.
sense. Oh, yeah,
It's
that's.
tracking.
I got all this awareness
no.
and can't use it.
Okay, so Mayor's gonna be the one doing the thing, but he'll have assists a command. I'll send fucking somebody over there who can boost
Yeah.
him. Not myself. Let's see. Would Elo's auspex help with this survival? Oh, I see. Okay, well,
Yeah, that's before any of your positives get
I
added.
don't think Mayor can succeed.
I mean, he will be able to, probably. It'll be a low chance, but it'll be doable.
Well,
So, especially since the 2 assists and the command note are a plus 30.
he's
You do just have the keys to the kingdom through Eloa, so that'll be another plus 20. And
You know what? We could send the dogs with them.
At least.
Literally just bloodhound it.
those won't actually help.
Who?
You don't have the guy's scent.
That's true. Well, I mean, he had to get aboard the ship somehow. We can track down what, like, hangar bay he came out of. Or, like, where his escape pod had latched on. Let's see, does the northern bench...
I mean, that's still not. While you could do that, it still wouldn't help. I mean, there are multiple issues with literally bloodhounding it. Not the least is someone who's been, modified in order to be difficult to find.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all, yeah, that makes sense, okay. Like, I'm just scrabbling for positives here. Leave me alone.
Am I genetically modified to be hard to find?
No, you're just extremely well trained. Let's see.
This is also fair.
I mean, if you took full initiation, then you basically are, yeah.
I did take. I did take that full initiation.
Yeah, Amy no longer smells of anything.
Strange, but alright.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess it's like I can't find her. I can also hide. I can hide from her.
Amy can hide from Amy?
I can hide from the other assassin, so that way when the assassin comes to assassin, I can assassinate the assassin.
I guess. Let's see.
It's
Would
it is
best
it's all
quality
like,
aspects help?
I'll throw on an extra +10
Alright.
for that.
Would assign
Can't get its full bonus, but
would assigning some inquisitorial stormtroopers to help just sweep the decks with them help?
probably wouldn't give a bonus, but would rather not give a bonus to finding him. Would help when you know, it presumably turns into a
Okay,
firefight.
let's do that. Alright. Short of anything else, I had ideas. I guess Rose could throw divination, like actually throw a power to help. One of her predictive spells. And after that, that's about all I got, short of like unleashing Yellab on the MOI.
Yeah, and while he's good, his stuff is basically already covered by the combination of Elua and Rose.
While accurate, having someone who's even scarier than all of the assassins combined searching for him surely would have some sort of morale effect.
no, we are immune to fear.
Okay, well, that was a chance to be useful. Talk off then. Alright, I'm out of ideas.
Yeah. Um. Um. Yeah. I think this power might help enough. It's not literally what it's meant to be used for, but it's reasonably applicable. Does she have? Yes, she does have a psi focus.
Nice.
Yes, it's fun times.
Oh no!
Surely
Oh no!
she would roll that, right?
I hate it when it's fun times and then
I mean, she could, but what if fun
What if
times?
spend a fate point, you stupid psyker?
Well, I'm gonna go get ready.
Fine.
Alright, still like 10% chances to roll doubles again. Hey, you even got another DOS out of it.
Yeah, not that it matters.
Um,
It's just the psi rating it's cast at here. So she'll give Mayor an extra
Nice.
+10. So his net is only a -15.
Nice. So he still can't succeed. Alright.
No, his net
Oh.
modifier. He's rolling against a 64 now.
I mean, do you need 10 DOS?
But I included that in the
Oh!
difficulty.
Okay. Carry on then. Well, spend a fate point. There we go.
Right, yeah. So just give me a minute. I hadn't actually expected success here, so I didn't have a
Rude.
I mean, and there's a minus freaking 85. I think it was pretty reasonable for me not to think you were going to succeed it.
Yeah, no, that's usually a safe bet, but you know, safe does not mean secured.
So, yeah. As I said, just give me a moment to throw something together. For this, Savin, have Elor. Ceiko, would you like Rose or Mayra?
Oh God.
Rather, Winter, would you like Rose or Mayra?
Mayra.
Well, I look forward to Mayor losing a fate point for some reason.
I promise to try, at least try to immediately avenge it.
Alright. Ella, what are your stats? 20 fellowship Lamau.
And we already.
I
we
know,
always
it's
knew
still funny
that.
though. It really is just peaks and valleys on the sheet. It's like 25, 55, 25, 60, 30, 65, 65, 20.
Mayro's lowest stat is
Yeah,
a
that
54.
tracks.
Welcome to NPCs.
Also a man with like, what was it, 120,000 XP?
Something like that. I never actually.
Yeah, it's not recorded on the sheet.
Yeah.
But Merz, how can he level up if you don't record his XP? Think of how much more powerful Mayor could get earning like 1% XP from our adventures. Or like a whole skill rank.
The dividends. Think of the stonks.
Presumably it's recorded, just not in the sheet.
Recorded in Discord chat somewhere.
It's not.
When you actually sat down and did the math.
Did
Yeah.
I actually do the maths?
Or you got really close, because I remember like you had us all guessing to see who could get closest, and Rem got closest, but was still so far off it was hilarious.
Are you sure that wasn't Marco?
Yes, I am entirely sure it wasn't Marco.
Okay,
I was pretty sure it was Marco.
Well, now I'm just bothered. While you're setting that, I'm gonna go fucking use Discord search, because that will surely yield results.
Discord search has gotten
Yes.
worse lately. For some reason now it has trouble showing things from the last 2 years. It's showing me the most recent results from just my username on the herd server. Were showing me earliest post being 2021.
Yes, you have Mayor at 120,200 XP.
fair enough.
Big toys for big boys.
So, I'm not going to bother with dynamic lighting on this.
Everyone in this battle has a speed of 1 billion.
I don't expect this to last
No.
for very long.
No. Oh my god, Ella's speed, Lamau. Her speed is 3.
Oh yeah, but she can fly at like.
Oh, okay.
10.
That's good.
Oh, actually, it's only fly a 4.
Lamau.
Still, she can move her run distance as a as a half
Excellent.
action.
Okay, that explains why she hasn't just been kludging around slower than Juno. I guess I'll pilot the Stormies too.
Be aware there are three fire teams of them. There's other guys sweeping in from the other direction, though they probably won't matter.
Yeah, probably not. I guess I'll roll them on anyway.
Oh, I was doing all
okay.
3 of them
Never
at
mind
once. I mean, since you've rolled them, I
It
I
doesn't
guess.
matter. I'd like less initiatives, TBH.
Yeah.
Even if they are higher.
Alright, initiative.
Yes. And I guess you could send Polnareff with them too, and give Bob something to do.
I assumed he was going with them. He was actually helping anyway. He was one of the guys assisting.
Yep. So, I need initiatives from Mayor and Polnareff, please.
Initiatives, yes.
Slurp.
Come on. Trying to. Where did you? Oh, finally had it. Okay. Darn.
Oh boy.
This is going to be over real fast.
No, it's probably just gonna run off the map.
No, he's not.
That would require him going through either your group or the southern group.
Yeah, that it is a bathroom, by all appearances. God, Augie's ship is a shithole.
Yes.
Clean your floors, man.
This is the hidden innermost lower decks.
Is this
Yeah,
when
I
Amelie
was
gets
about
to
to say,
call in her alliance with the fucking rat people?
Hey, we just made that peace treaty, alright? Give it some time.
My only regret is that Ceiko couldn't be here to snipe the Mediguerre at his own game.
Whomst?
Rat
yes,
people.
I see. What? Why do they have stats?
course they have stats. They're
Why
rat
not?
people. They have a rich and vibrant culture.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just confused.
I'm also not
Okay.
actually putting them on the board. They're just
Look, I'd laugh my
around.
entire ass off if they actually came out and killed this man. For Hearth and Home, motherfucker.
Yes. Meryl is up first.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I charge.
Wait, do we see him?
Yeah.
I thought. Oh wait, yeah, we
Yeah,
did see
that
him.
was
That
the whole
the
point of that
spell
test,
check.
is you found him.
This poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I got this nice phase.
Yes.
Are there modifiers on this? I'm not.
The accuracy bonus is already included.
I see that. No command test.
No.
Still at
No.
the top of the. Yep. Oh, there we go. Let's see. A charge is still only one hit, right?
Correct. He is not an Eversaw.
This man dodge. Yes, he sure can. Chance he couldn't.
Can you attack with your other weapon on
Yeah.
the charge? Because Mayra does have a
Yes.
Yes, he
Dissolving
can.
Power Blade.
Yeah.
He hasn't actually had a chance to replace that yet.
He
after
had
the
punched
Calibers, yes.
Yeah, I was about to say I could definitely punch him.
Punch him.
I assume he has step aside.
He's an assassin. He has reactions equal to his agility bonus.
That's what I thought.
However, since you're not using a scary phase sword now,
And his turn is next. Why wouldn't he?
Because
What
it's top
in
of the
God's
round.
name?
Oh no. We're lucky I was on the parry and not the attack.
Why does a just Krav Maga Mayor?
yes.
Why would he? Because his turn is next. Because reactions refresh at the start of the round, not at the end of the turn.
That's right.
This is not 5e. I
I
keep
will
telling you.
never remember.
Yeah. Strictly speaking, they are supposed to go on your turn, but for the entire length of this game, I've run
Yes.
them as being on the round. It's just generally easier
So
to
does this
track.
man have counterattack or anything? Or okay.
Yes. Just catches Mayor's hand and then drives a fist up into his solar plexus.
And I can't react on my turn, right?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
You're an
no.
assassin.
Oh, fair
So
enough.
cheat.
Yeah.
Can you counterattack on your turn then? Blamau?
Yep.
Oh.
This happened
Right,
last
yes,
session.
it sure did. It was just a
Yeah.
different assassin than Mayor.
Can I counterattack on my turn because I'm an assassin?
Yeah, I can parry too.
You have to spend a fate point to do it.
NPCs cheat.
They do.
Fuck you.
Well, fucking
And then my own
yeah,
counter.
it's
Okay,
fucking face toward the man again. Actually, wait, if you parry somebody with a fade sword,
It's an actual weapon. You can't disarm it.
Was
Is this a standard attack or what?
Standard attack with an additional -20 penalty.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
yay!
They'll fate that.
Yay!
He'll
Ah,
win. It's both his fate points on one attack.
Yeah. Hello.
God, I love Mayror.
Damn. Very nice.
Can Mayror fucking assassin strike or whatever it's called to move out of the way now?
Yes.
Mal.
It do be a technique passed down by the family generations.
So wait, where am I moving to? How far can I move with that?
Half your movement speed.
But first you have
Half
to
move
pass an acrobatics
So
test.
don't roll 100, I guess.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah. Half move.
Actually, could you move? Could you just like jump over the man? Yeah, you should
Yep.
do that.
Ah.
Well, like here. But yeah. That way, if he
Okay,
goes
yes.
anywhere, you can oppie him.
It's true.
He's not going anywhere.
No, he's really not.
He's just gonna shoot Polnareff.
You know,
Of all the people to shoot.
I don't think he can. There is a wall in the way. I mean, he can. It would just be
Very penalized.
there's a wall in the
It's
way.
a Mediguerre, that shouldn't be
It
an
would help be-
obstacle.
That's armor. It's not. That's armor, not an obstacle.
That's just bone soak.
I
That's
could
what I mean.
use his turbo penetrator around.
Eternally, he could shoot Mayror point blank with a sniper rifle.
And it would have to be his
Oh.
pistol.
Wait, does he not have an ability to use his rifle in melee?
Abilities like that don't
I
actually
mean, neither does an
exist.
ability like, oh, you can just dodge anything forever unless you're an NPC. So I mean, yeah. I haven't read a stat block.
Yeah, but that is explicitly
Yeah,
on the
right,
stat
that's what I'm
block,
saying,
while,
like,
anything
I
to
would have
use is
expected
rifle.
the like I can rifle people in melee to be a thing he could do, but I guess not.
You know the fun bit is, I had to actually find someone's homebrew for his stat block because they never wrote it.
Really?
40k has to draw the line somewhere.
They have a Calexis
like-
assassin.
Eversaw, Calexis, and Calidus were like all written, like Eversaw in
Yeah,
the core book,
They
and
were in
then
splats.
the 2 season splat books. But no, Mediguerre was written in 1E and then never in 2E.
Rude.
Yeah. You'd think he'd be like the easiest assassin to get. He's just a dude with a rifle. Be like the priority to get in the game rather than Soul Sucker McGee.
Soul Sucker McGee is more famous.
Yes, but much less practical in game.
Yeah, I guess just quick draw pistol. Because melee, he does not get a range bonus, but that's okay. Just try to blast one of Mayror's arms off with the turbo penetrator round. So, as Mayror is in melee, his force field doesn't apply, but he can attempt to evade. Winter?
Would you like to
What
dodge?
was that?
But that I've sworn so grossly dodgy.
Yep. And let's follow that up with just a punch in the face.
Does Mayor still have dodges here?
As many
Yes.
dodges.
Okay.
It's like 6.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
Yes,
that's
You should
yeah.
parry and
But he
counterattack.
he has 6 extra
Oh.
dodges.
So like 8
that's
total.
on top of
Wait,
that's 8. Yeah.
6
7.
extra? I only
7
have
because
7, okay.
it doesn't stack with step aside. It
That makes
replaces
sense.
Now, now I'm gonna stab this guy extra. I only have the 6 dodges. How dare?
We're talking about Mayor.
Oh, Mirror, yeah.
I
I mean, even then.
shouldn't
Well,
stab
it's
Mayor
Mirror.
at this juncture, but you know, always be ready.
Oh no, I'm not stabbing Mirror.
I'm
I'm
with
stabbing
Vindicare,
Vindicare.
or I guess Mayor can counter it still.
No, that's once
Oh.
per. It's once
That's fine.
per round. Otherwise, we'd be here all day while they just
That's
go at each other.
so anime,
Yeah.
it's worth it though. But alright, yeah, that makes sense.
You say
Yeah.
that now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
personally
fair.
support the infinite
Even
parry counterattack train, but you know.
You won't support stunning this, but you'll support the carry. Like even I'm
That's
not
funny
on
as
that train.
fuck.
For,
Yeah,
like, the first
and then it
time.
never happens again because one of you's fucking dead. Alright, fire team. Trundle the fuck on up, gentlemen. There's a double move. There's a quad move. Alright. Up, 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 up.
Remember, a run is 6 move.
Up, 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 up.
I mean, hey, don't block
Yeah,
off
no,
the
I'm
pathway
just
too
gonna...
much.
Let's see, can I get like... yeah, they can get up here. Okay. They zoom in.
I think you overdid that a bit.
I mean, if it's 6 times move.
Like,
Alright, hold on.
then it should be 24, and you just moved like 32, didn't you?
That's what I thought I did in the first place, but fucking whatever.
No, you moved
No, I
16.
moved 24 was here. Thought.
Was that?
Or no, this was 16. Okay, so what's fucking 24 then? Whatever, I'll just stop here. None of their distances are written down on their sheets, Merz. Not my fault.
But I'm sorry that you're incapable of basic mathematics.
I am too. Alright, that's their turn. They
We all
move.
Amy?
Alright. Pretty sure I got a charge, but a charge we go in.
Yep.
Okay. I was trying to think if I'd be a buzzkill and spend a fate for an escapable attack. But I don't think
Nah.
I do that.
We might actually do something else tonight, so...
Yeah, because there's still combat to be done today, so let's bank our fate. However, let us use our charge with both the Power Saber and with both Calamitous and Lightning Claws, and then remember that we have the thing that challenges them for my degrees of success.
He is immune to reductions on his dodge.
You can get that
Yes.
as a player.
No.
Okay.
You can. You already have it. It just requires you to spend a fate point to activate it.
Fair.
This is just one of those things that, like, as an NPC, and therefore, you know, only being around for like one encounter 99% of the time, they count as having always on.
Anyways, let me sword them then, or at least make the attempt. No aim it. Charge attack. Give it the bonus. I realized this whole time I could. And
Yay!
Wow.
I'm glad I went with Calamitous then.
Goodbye. Thanks for playing.
I mean, you say.
So when does the bomb go
That was
off?
last session.
Fill up.
So, yep, that is 1 energy to the leg.
That's a lot of hit points.
Yes. Again, Imperial Assassin. Even the shooty one is a fucking dong.
Damn, apparently I really missed out on the training.
Yeah, you got the rushed version.
Like
Yeah.
claws.
You got the stuff you get as an adult rather than having been indoctrinated and modified since birth.
Fair.
Right, so he cannot use the run or charge action.
Oh! Oh, come on. It's a 1. Give me something.
No.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it.
Alright, time for Eloa to turn this man into Swiss cheese, I guess.
Oh, I hate it. I can't believe I wasted my 1 on that. Oh, and then this. Dice, why are you like this to me? I'm going to move back so at least everybody else can get a shot at him.
And, yeah, Bert time, I guess. Let's see.
Yeah.
There are a lot of fucking cybernetics on this sheet, so I'm just gonna kind of go with it. Hope Eloa's sheet's actually accurate. Alright, this is definitely short range.
It probably should be.
Uh,
I think she would have been able to get into point blank, wouldn't she? Yes, she would
okay.
have done. If you want to move her one closer.
Okay, Chief, if you're sure.
Yes, even I'm sure.
Alright, point blank.
Because essentially her half move is 24 when she's turned on her hover boots.
I'm gonna reroll that. That's terrible. I want more DOS. And in before 100.
I was going to say, you only need what you had.
I mean, it's still a hit. Well, see, he'll just dodge. Okay, I guess he won't dodge. Well, fuck me, I guess. Get obliterated.
See, you only needed what you had.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's Storm, so I think 2
Goodbye.
hits. Oof. Yeah, so that's minus 25.
Nice, there we go.
And
So,
then Eclectic peels out from Eloa's cunt and just eats him.
Essentially, yeah. So that's impact arm. Oof. Mayor's clothes are cut up by blood-soaked shrapnel from the horrific ruin of the guy's arms exploding.
Brutal.
It's going to suck to get out of the laundry.
Yeah.
Oh. That's it for that, man.
Yeah.
Is it possible to recover and put to use his equipment, or at least his cool guns?
Well, the only thing that was fucked up was his arms and legs.
Yeah. Well, I meant more like, do they have some sort of like gene lock on them and will explode if someone touches them? Okay.
Oh yes. Not explode if someone touches them, but yes, they have gene locks.
What skill is it to say no they
Lock
don't anymore?
technology.
Tech use or armor or security?
Reaching it would be an impossible security. So minus 60.
Okay. I guess she'll wait for her adepts and Casa to be able to help her. But once she can, I'll just roll it now, because, Lamo. So...
And as well, it does take, like,
oh, yeah, I'm
hours
sure.
to do. It's not a one
This is just so,
thing.
we have a cool rifle to give to Ceiko later. Let's see. Do you have any modifiers to security? My girl. I don't know. Let's find out if I succeed, and then I can care.
Nice. Sorry you got shot.
And for the pistol.
They are they share a
Nice.
mem circuit.
All right. If you want to write those up, we can distribute them at some point.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly put those into the Discord. Talk amongst yourselves real quick.
I'm excited for the Mega Man Legacy Collection coming out next month. The RPG one.
Speaking of RPGs, that meme in there is pretty funny. And other tabletops channel.
Oh dear. It's accurate.
Country and West.
So how dangerous of a threat could one Vanus possibly be all by itself, right? Surely. Surely we don't have to worry about it, right? Right? And they're just going to go home and call their mom.
I guess it depends on how fast how fast they want to assassinate you.
Yeah.
Vanus is the where all they are is information.
Yeah,
right?
and Hackermans. Really just kind of a shitter. They left a mean emoji on my computer.
Oh no. Wait, how
I
could you
didn't,
even
but
see
Casa did.
Oh.
It's a good thing there's nothing on that computer for him to steal. Juno doesn't know how to fucking use it.
Just all the porn.
Yeah.
You can't see it. It's just all video files.
Juno,
it's all
Juno
like
gave
sound bites.
Juno gave all the porn to Jeff. Like 5 million years ago.
Yeah, Jeff had to put it somewhere.
It's like, well, I can't use this anymore. Here's, 500 issues of Sorotis Monthly.
Oh no. That's like treasure
It
trove.
is. She has She has
Think of what
issue
we've lost.
5,999,000. It's a classic.
That's human history that we've
Well, no,
lost.
it's just been lost into Jeff's porn stash.
Which was on that computer, pushing this narrative.
Wait, why is Jeff's porn on my computer again?
Because that makes it hotter.
I see. You two sneak in for a cheeky wank every time Juno's asleep. You would, you degenerates.
That would be an oddly specific
That
shared
would be,
fetish.
but I don't put it past you Lethites.
There you are. That is Exodus equipment.
Nice. What proficiency do those fall under?
Exotic.
Unfortunate. That's really good, though.
Yeah. Exotic weapon training, Exodus. As well, there is if I still have this saved somewhere.
It is you, I believe.
I wouldn't. Rather, I would believe that I have it saved somewhere. I wouldn't believe that I can find it in any reasonable period of time.
That's fair.
Oh, here we are, Vindicator Assassin Reinforcement character.
Aha. My faith redeemed.
Here we are, the Vindicare Spy Mask.
Ooh. Ooh. Pets, is that something you would like?
I think
Feel like
probably.
it probably would be.
Yeah.
There.
And just get
Yeah,
incorporated into my
just
actual.
replace your face with a Vindicare's faceplate.
Yeah.
Low key, I kind of want to take that Exodus
Yeah.
pistol and put it on my bolt halberd instead of a bolter, but nah, leave it to Ceiko. I don't need damage.
Let's see. Dear God. Yeah, that Exodus rifle.
It's pretty tasty, especially with turbo penetrator or shield breaker rounds.
Yeah.
Shield breaker is especially tasty. Like, more damage on a rifle, yeah, that's fine. But no force field for you is pretty ooftastic.
Hey, don't break my force field. I pay my force field taxes one leg at a time. Just like everyone else.
But
I'm doing Pen 6 just with my man stoppers. And that's Pen 9 by itself.
Yeah.
I think that's one more. Well, no, I think I'm getting 1d10 plus 4 off of my.
I guess to be fair, it is very rare that someone. Actually, how common is it that people are like Amelie and just go like, yeah, I'll just dodge swords, so let me just get a gun only shield.
Which, oh my god, that with the accurate that goes into 40-10.
Because I would assume shield breaker rounds will be more common if people just rely on range shields power.
So you have the same kind of force field that my knight does. They have shields that are just, ranged only, because then they get up in your face and you don't live through it. But normal people, yet they have just normal force fields, generally.
Oh yeah, that's also fair. I forget how fucking stonking rich we are.
I mean, yeah, most people don't have force fields in the first place. Like, this fucking assassin did not. None of the assassins did, I don't think. They are supposed to be very uncommon.
To be fair, yeah. Yeah, also my heavy murder armor, which is why I have it.
We are just stupendously wealthy. And also, like power swords in actual gameplay, they kind of, fall off trees.
Well, I'm using my wealth
As
for
you should.
murder. Just like them.
I think my favourite part of the shield breaker round isn't just that it ignores the force field.
Yeah.
It turns it off.
No, that is even better than anything else about it. Is that
Yeah, that's what I
that is
assumed.
the anti-Amy
Because
round.
I was like, well, it's the
The
make me
anti-Ceiko
have
round
less,
too.
it's the make me have less. It's the make me have less fun round, because then I have to actually start caring about ranged attacks. But generally speaking, Ami does have the movement speed to like kind of play around with that. It's usually the case of, well, okay, if we're at that case, if there's not cover around, then you're getting fucked. And then if there is cover, where's your team and how are you trying to interact with them and what's your objective, right? It's a matter of, do you have the time to just dance around the field or play ghost tactics? Amelie at this point is just like a fucking assassin who will just hide in the shadow, melee up to the person she wants, and then run the fuck away from everybody else.
But yeah, I guess that's all of that sorted out. So back to work, I guess. I'll
Yep.
leave
Preparing for
the
murder.
psychics to try and pin down the Venus, but I have a feeling we're not going to find them for a minute.
I'll continue to go back to guarding and watching over.
Meanwhile, Juno's going to just buy a Faraday cage on that planet.
A reasonable decision.
I'm now one of Nahia's wives.
Juno has always been everyone's wife.
Exactly. And what we're going to put in the Holy Scripture.
I need to be right back.
Okay.
Just a moment.
Now I gotta remember my bonuses that give me that +9 in the first place. See how they apply to a +2 here.
Must remember the way.
I think I'm ending at 2d10 +7.
That's pretty tasty.
Yeah. And that's before accurate.
Is that also before your specialist
So,
ammunition?
4d10 +7.
Amazing. Yeah. How many sessions has it been since your rifle got an actual upgrade? I feel like it's been a long time.
Let's see. It was when we got the it's when I got the magnetic
Yeah, but when was that?
yeah, it's when I turned it into a railgun, and I can't remember now. Yeah, it has been
I
a
think
long
you got
time.
that thing on like fucking Leth or something.
Yeah.
Say a casual like 80 sessions, you know what you do.
I don't know about 80, but like 50.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. You can now
Yeah.
cherry tap Chaos Space Marines.
Thanks. I mean, I have before anyway. I've gotten pretty lucky with force field.
Hello.
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 Right then, so with now 5 of the 6 members of the execution force themselves executed, and you're wounded, stapled back together and on their way to healing. And with the tower deeply emotionally damaged. What now, folks?
I suppose I should probably go to whoever's in charge now and try and smooth this over. Also, I have a thing I wrote out, which I'm going to post in the RP channel. So, a little update for all the ship's captains, not a big deal. Yeah. I don't suppose they ever find Endeavor's dad's corpse, do they?
No. However, they
Unfortunate.
will eventually confirm he was not among those who evacuated. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I cannot raise him from the dead if I do not have a body, I don't think. So,
Assumes you would have been able to anyway.
I mean, why would they rub the Calexis on him? He's a Tau. He didn't have one to begin with.
And it's more it assumes, the God Emperor is willing to
Yeah.
He not.
Probably
He probably is
No.
not.
Make a wisdom save for the God Emperor. It's like, how much of this bullshit am I actually willing to put up with?
I mean, look, all I'm saying is, you think after how long he's had to deal with humanity, he'd be willing to try blueberries for
This man almost doomed Earth for the quest for Eldar Bussy. I don't want to hear a goddamn word out of him.
I mean,
to be fair, Eldar Bussy is of the highest quality.
that's not quite the reason for the Webway project, but it is funny other than the real one.
Look, there may be a real reason, but we all know the real reason was for the Eldar Pussy.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you ask me where the epitome of human evolution is, it would be everybody getting Eldar Bussy.
And that's why we have a warrant of trade. So that our children can enjoy the forbidden fruits that we have been denied.
And then if the lore is right, start the cycle all over again, because the whole point was that they peaked and had nowhere to go.
Anyway, yeah. Tau.
Yep. You've lost vision again, god damn it.
It's okay, I'm sure when you turn it back on, we'll just... Okay, no, we don't see the the Vanus assassin sitting in the vents there. Alright, we're good. I do seem to have misplaced the player characters. You know what, on second thought, that's probably for the best. Misplaced my health bar too, but that's neither here nor there.
You should be able
No,
to
that's
see
just
your
roll
health
20
bar.
being shit. I think.
Okay. Yes. Well, the settings are enabled for you to see it, so if you can't, it's not on my end.
I believe
the
you.
issue is.
Yeah, I just had to refresh for some reason. All right, carrying on.
So yes, can actually we eventually get um, in contact with the surviving Tau leader on Corel Renla. And yeah. This time, there's a lot less ceremony in the meeting, no big welcoming committee. Things are tenser.
That's fine.
Right.
We'll have liked to have gotten pictures of the 2 additional dead assassins this time, if possible. Yes,
Or
yeah. Walking. Corel, thank you for seeing me. I wish to apologize for everything that has happened today. The entire point of me being here was trying to prevent it, but it seems I brought what was meant for the Aun to your doorstep.
better this disaster fall here than upon the Aun. Oh, it would have been better still if it had not happened. We cannot control the spite of weak men.
Correct.
Damn, I'm gonna use that one.
It is a good one. But yes, there is still one there, intelligence analyst at large, but, take out the data pad and set it down. That makes 5 of the 6 we expected now deceased.
Unfortunate, but that is the one to survive. I have little doubt. They are among the most dangerous. At least judging by the recordings provided by Chassel Endeavor.
Yes, indeed, their ability to manipulate the truth and put on conflict certainly has the potential for the widest ramifications. I have my best people on it, but it may take some time. Time we unfortunately do not have to sit idle. I know this is a lot to ask, but part of the reason we came here, in addition to trying to warn the commander about what was coming from these assassins, was that we have intelligence that we must act upon, ideally your people and ours, to prevent these chaos fleets from making any more progress, from overwhelming what's left of our defenses. There is a Imperial relief force coming. Whether you want us to be reinforced or not is ultimately irrelevant to the point that at the moment they are heading into a trap set by the Chaos Fleet. And it won't just destroy them. This will corrupt them, turn them into a whole new fleet, one much larger than any of the ones that currently exist. We need to stop that from happening at costs.
I am sure you understand why I am not pleased by the news of more Imperials. Not after this.
No, though if it is of any consolation, they are being led by members of the faction who provided me intelligence about these assassins oncoming.
Action indeed. It seems, forgive me for saying so, but it seems that your greatest enemy, you humans, it is yourselves.
No, that's accurate all the way down.
Oh yes, totally. We're dealing with ourselves all the time.
Do you know what a crab is, Corel?
Look, let's not get started on that. The point is,
The legend of the crab bucket, is that what you
Yes,
speak?
that's it. That's the Imperium at large. Anytime anyone gets ahead, everyone is stuck in the bucket, just pulls them back down.
Are you not concerned that even if this faction did not wish you slain before, they will not grasp onto you and pull you down again?
Perhaps, but these at least are truly the best of us, men that I can only aspire to emulate. If there's anyone who would have some measure of understanding in the Imperium, it would be these people. Which is another reason why we must protect them, lest that beacon of light be swallowed up.
At any other time, I would be inclined to debate and you on this, discuss the merits further, but you truly believe if we do not save them, they will become our enemies.
Yes, they are flying directly into the path of chaos sorcerers who do have the power to corrupt all those they do not destroy. I have seen even the spirits of the dead be brought to bear against us. I'm sure there's a time you would have believed such a thing, but well, look at the galaxy.
Indeed. We must. Circumstances do prove that our understanding is incomplete.
Yes. For what it's worth, there are many days which I wish mine was a little less complete. Yes, anyway, the point is, we have a plan to try and get these people where they need to go without being consumed, but to do that, we need more ships than we have. We lost most of ours in the rift opening. And unfortunately, what stands against us will be at least the full might of one of these Chaos fleets.
Well, in this situation, I suppose I have no choice but to acquiesce. Oh, our own fleet strength is...
We're all on the back foot, I know. That's why we have to work together. Now more than ever. And anything you can spare could mean the difference between defeat and victory.
I shall give you what I can, and I shall pass the request on.
We will be meeting with all of the forces we can muster at Darkhaven as soon as we can. It's from that planet that we will have a gateway to get where we need to go. Whatever of your ships can meet us there, that will have to do.
You shall see. As I said, our own strength is lessened. And now that the Militum Nox is no longer listening to us, but striking on their own in the sector south. We are... I do not know how many we will be able to spare for you. You can roll scrutiny on him.
Or scrutiny. Are DOS gonna matter on this?
A bit, not hugely.
Alright, I'll just raw dog.
Yeah, I think that's good enough. I can tell if he is hesitating about something, and your guesstimate would be that there's something he knows that you probably don't, and he's not sure if he should tell you or not.
Juno will just sort of rest her hands on the top of his screen there. Well, I can sense something's the matter. Please, we need transparency between our sides now more than ever.
Very well. I suppose your agents would inform you soon enough. While you come with the hand of friendship, I am not so naive as to believe you do not have unseen eyes upon us. Ah,
Considering I have
passageway home. The way by which we arrived, we have been receiving reinforcements. It has become less reliable. We cannot be certain of receiving any new ships to replace any that are lost.
I see. That is unfortunate, but not wholly unexpected. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that the people who created that, or at least gave you access to it, are allied with our enemies now.
I am uncertain about that. They have been in contact with us.
Really? That's surprising.
Apparently, they have received a tempting offer for not intervening in the conflict.
Oh. I didn't know they were seriously considering that. That's good news. Yes, I've been working in the background to keep them away. Given recent events, I would have thought they'd rescinded, but that is good news indeed.
You're talking about your offer, right?
Yes. I don't think anyone else would be dangling candy in front of them saying, go away.
Fair enough.
Unless Frank's involved somehow, then.
They have also offered to sell us war material. But
I would be very hesitant.
I do not know if the Ons have accepted that offer. That technology is
Their
entirely different to our own.
technology is predominantly powered by the suffering of people like you and me. I would strongly recommend not taking them up on that. It has a power to it like what the Militum Nox use.
Yeah, we already escaped capitalism.
So, the happy-go-lucky Hugomatic 3000 is not actually happy or go lucky.
No. Well, that
Is
sounds
that what they
like
literally
me,
called it?
honestly.
Is that what they literally called it?
I think, Amy, that was an attempt at humor.
I can't tell. They're so deadpan and stiff.
It was. But it's the one name I have actually heard is the Diabolos Executioner Pattern gunship.
Would I know what the fuck that is? Savin sure doesn't. Sure, it's a fucking Chaos Marine flag. Oh, okay.
No, I just
Fair
came
enough.
up with it.
That absolutely sounds
That like
like
a
something
yes,
the Chaos Marines would have.
Yes, it absolutely follows the naming conventions of chaotic vessels. Judging by the name, you would guess a heavy gunship equipped with bombs.
You want them? They're yours, friend.
Yes, anything with Diabolus in the name probably should be avoided.
or killed.
Well, at the moment, let's
Actually,
not
no.
shoot
Let's
the
not go
people
that
who
route.
are considering neutrality.
Yeah, let's not go down that route.
The fewer enemies arrayed against us, the better.
I was talking about general demons,
Yes.
but
Well, it's probably not a demon itself, just created by one of their demon forges. Sort of the whole point of that planet. Anyway. Yes. Well, back to the point at hand, though. I understand you're hesitant to lose ships, but frankly, if we don't get this beacon lit, we're going to lose everything here, and you may not have a way home, it sounds like. So, I'm not going to tell you to pull every last ship you have, but really will be pulling every ship that we can get into the warp at this point out. And we carry yours along with us the way we're going, so... Really now or never. And if I need to throw a charm at that or anything, I'm happy to do it.
I think that would help.
Alright. Charm. What are my modifiers, if any?
This is a big ask, so we're going to start with a -30. But you've made a pretty good argument for why it's important. So we'll cancel half of that, so -15. Also shown that you are trying to take out the assassins who have killed his friend and peer. So be an extra 10. And then, yeah. Do you have any actual peer
I
talents
do
on
in
Tau?
fact
'Cause you
have
can throw
here
them
the
on
Tau
him.
Empire, so I will chuck that on.
Yeah, so it sounds like a
At 15? Or
yeah.
alright.
Well, actually, I think it was a net 5, but
I
okay.
mathed everything out in there. I just, you know me. Alright.
Yes.
One of these days I'm gonna get to roll an influence charm. It's gonna be the dumbest shit ever, but for now. I guess this is pretty important. I'll strengthen the creed. I do have technically a potential for failure. You know how it goes. Boop.
Gosh. With the orbital gone. With the orbital gone and the ceasefire we have agreed, there is little point in any of our ships remaining at Corellia. Shall have our full squadrons.
Very well then. Our ships will resupply and pull manpower from the planet's surface. We'll need troops to make landfall on Darkhaven. And then we'll be ready to go.
We have several hunter cadres who can be pulled to assist us.
Excellent. I've seen enough Tau heavy weapons in action to know that if we end up fighting Chaos Knights, we'll likely have some great success. Well then, Juno will extend hand. I will begin getting preparations underway.
Take hand. Yeah.
And yeah, I think in... So you said the Divine Right's going to stay here, and it could take some time to get their act together?
To actually slop up people and turn them into Imperial Guardsmen. Yes.
Alright, so I don't think Juno's going to actually stay here herself, but since we're in orbit anyway, I would like to have her go and talk to whoever the planetary governor is amongst the humans and, grease the wheels, make sure he's as helpful as humanly possible.
Yep.
I need to throw any dice at that. I will.
I think you can do that
Oh
vaunted
god.
thing.
It's finally happening.
An influence-based charm.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Alright. Let's see. This man is obviously nobility, so I will get my 2 ranks of that in.
He is
What?
not.
Oh, right. That's a Tau control world, of course.
Yeah, he is a senior bureaucrat.
Disgusting. Alright. Well. Does he happen to have been from the Imperial Navy? Okay, then.
No. He was from the Adeptus Terra.
I mean, Adeptus
Administratum,
Terra is very
even.
broad.
Yes, sorry. Specifically the Administratum.
Alright. Let me look at the wording on this ability.
Okay. He is essentially just old man Narcy.
Excellent. Alright. Well, I sure know how to grease that wheel. Alright. Now, I'll have my brazier and cast an Augie Cannon. So,
Copious amounts of drugs.
it's not the biggest numby I could possibly get, but it's real fucking close. Boop. And that's the highest DOS we'll ever see in a Warhammer game, everybody. Thanks for playing.
Well, it could be higher if, you somehow got, like, unnatural unnatural influence, even.
How would I do that?
But I don't
Would like
know.
to.
A deal
I mean-
with the Chaos Gods, probably.
I mean, I would have asked how would you get 23 successes at the start of the session? Yet
Yeah.
here we are.
Well, you see, actually, so you already know the
Electric
answer to
green.
that. Money is the most powerful superpower.
I wouldn't know. I never have any.
But you know deep in your heart that common human yearning to see this rich bitch walk into the room and go, I want me some of that. So yes, several Imperial Guard regiments on express order, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Those as soon as I can, and as well, you can have the remnant of the system defense fleet. Sure, turns out to be which, in terms of warp-capable vessels, turns out to be a squadron of swords.
Hey, that's 100% more escorts than we had before. How many is in a squadron here? Like 3, 4? Yeah,
3.
Now we have more than 0 escorts.
Yeah. So let me zoop you over to the Vigil on to do on that and see what the tower bringing.
Actually, speaking of bringing things, I hear there's a bunch of wrecked Imperial ships here that I can steal. By which I mean file paperwork with the Lady Sector to just sort of slurp up.
Yes. I think
Yes.
I did write down what the
Indeed.
holes were.
So here's what's available. Obviously, us towing as much shit as we can so it can get passed on to Mazoa is a good idea, but House Dandrick Lupus particularly would like to earmark that dictator for Felix and 1 Cobra. Need it for things.
Okay.
Have everyone else tow whatever they can. We'll drop it off. Actually, speaking of stuff on the planet, though, let's see. Corellia was a hive world, but what kind of military hardware can I scoop up? Because I'd like to upgrade my troops with whatever's available. Like, say, some sentinels. Or any light artillery.
Actual, like, combat sentinels? No.
Are there sentinels that can be magosed into being combat sentinels?
Yeah, there are industrial walkers. But you know, with a bit of rubbing LOR on them, will be like fairly close to sentinels. Their power plants aren't strong enough to support like full armor and weapons, but you know, you can get them with guns and with like with some reinforcement around the pilot's chair.
Hey, it's better than nothing. And if they can't support like a las cannon or anything, maybe a auto cannon?
Yeah, and yeah, the planet does produce a fair number of weapons, so you can scoop up some autocannons that are waiting to be shipped out. And you know, the town have essentially mothballed because, lol.
Yeah. Those mothballs sound pretty tasty. All right. Markdown. What size unit of sentinels can we field? Like a platoon, a company?
Probably a company's
Nice.
worth. Rather, a company's worth easily. More than that, and you're going to start risking overworking your Martians.
A company will do for our first deployment, at least.
Yeah, I think. Actually, I'm not sure how many Sentinels there are in a company. For all of a sudden,
It's a good question. I can probably find out because I have seen some tasty Imperial Guard force organization charts in the past. Here we go. A Sentinel company on, according to the Cadian Regiment Mechanized, is, let me zoom the fuck in. Looks like 18.
okay. Sounds about right. I mean, it's probably 18 plus a command Sentinel, so probably 19. Because that'd then be like two,
2 platoons of 3, yeah.
Of 9, yeah.
Works for me.
2 platoons each of 3 squadrons.
Works for me.
Excellent. Roll like a d5, please.
Sure. I got a 3.
Okay. Yeah. Acquiring all of the Sentinel, all of the stuff to like bootleg Sentinels and getting them transported aboard is going to take like 3
Okay.
days.
I will, in that time, have the Mother Invention turn around and start going to the Mandeville point, because it's slow as fuck. That way we can just catch up later. Yeah, really.
Yeah. I mean, it's only like 2 slower than you.
I mean, yeah, but that's still, you know... Actually, no, it's 3 slower, because it's even slower out of combat. It is a slow, plotty boy.
Ah.
I was like, I'm gonna go do extra sector exploration. Like, well, you're gonna do so like a fucking turtle, my guy.
I mean, look, it's... Sure, it's not the fastest explorer, but it's pretty good at it, and it's fast enough to get away from most things it couldn't beat.
It's true. It could probably just barely outrun a dreadnought. I guess if it's in combat, then its speed does go back up to being decent. But anyway, yeah. Is to have the slow ships start plodding off. Aircraft carrier stays here. Vigil will stay for a couple days to get everything organized and then putter off. During that time, have the Psychers and our Bloodhounds working overtime to find this fucking Venus, but I suspect they probably kind of fucked off for now.
They appear to have successfully disappeared.
That's
Yes.
fine.
Hey, maybe they got picked up by one of the Tau ships. That would actually make a fair degree of sense, because, you know, Tau ships are largely automated and they can just... Lol, I control all of the security systems now.
Yeah. I mean, if we can get Eclectic to give Eloa access, she could probably try and find any security breaches, but I have a feeling the Tau are going to say no thank you.
You can get Eclectic to give her access. That would be...
Sorry, not Eclectic, Endeavor.
Interesting.
I mean, Eclectic can probably just get access on her own. She's just a gloop. You can just send her over with the mail one day and she owns the place now. But that seems like a bad move for diplomacy.
Yes, grey gooing one of their ships is not a way to keep friends. Yeah. Yeah, even in these circumstances, they're
Yeah,
gonna say
that's
no.
understandable.
'Cause... Right. So... I guess it's just now,
What time?
Yeah, warp time.
Alright.
So... Need to roll how long it takes you to get to the Mandeville point. So that's 2d10 minus lowest speed.
Okay, which is unfortunately the mother of invention. Ogre. Just add a...
I do hope you're recording how many days have passed.
Well, I will now. In fact, let me, hold on a second. Yeah. 23 times 7. Alright. Just give me a minute, I'm gonna do computer math. 40
Okay.
times 7, 280. Okay, so it took us like fucking, what was it, 5 days to get in from the Mandeville Point, so 5 plus 8 is 13 out of, and we had 12 weeks, so 12 times 7 is 4. Okay. There we go. Instead of keeping count by weeks, I will keep count by days. Alright, we used up 13 of our 84 days so far. And Juno is at day 169 of a 280-day pregnancy. Math. Okay.
Very good.
All right. So,
I assume we're not stopping it there, but it's gonna kind of zoom.
yeah.
Good luck to that planet.
Using the warp route.
Yeah.
So, this question is, are you going with your warp drives, or are you, joining the Tau warp bubble?
The Tau can join us, not the other way around. Come along, you slow motherfuckers.
Yeah. They would get there in a guaranteed 38
Yeah, we
days.
don't have time for that shit. Come along, boys. We're going to hell. Juno will have Endeavor give them the lowdown of, the warp trip survival process.
Amelie is going to literally jump in the air and cheer.
No, don't make it sound like a good thing. It's not. This is the worst thing in the world.
But we'll get to kill demons.
I hope
directly.
not. I mean, when we get to Darkhaven, maybe, but
I hope.
not on the way there. That's the worst thing that could possibly happen. Well, no, the worst thing that could possibly happen is us teleporting into the future, but that can only happen once, right? Unless you're Inquisitor Reeve. Clearly in defense of Portmar, Reeve has done the fucking Kirk maneuver. Because he knows that there's an unstable warp route that keeps dumping people in the past between here and fucking Schindelgeist. Or Vindalex, rather. So just keep doing it over and over again until you go back in the past. It'll be great. Alright, anyway. What do we roll?
Yeah. So, the normal length of passage is 19 days. So you have the navigator's character sheet ready? Okay. Step 1. Divine the auguries. You have good charts, so this is a plus 20 Synesians test. Okay. You succeed, and you did not roll a number including a 9. There is no proximate warp storm. So, yep, the navigator will confidently tell you estimate of 19 days.
Good, good.
You can spend an hour warding off ill tidings. You have a morale over 100,
yes.
right? Yep, so again, no chances of bad omens.
Good, good.
Locate Vajak.
Will Smith presents.
Can she lock her third eye onto Glowy Boy?
Innocence.
This is yep, plus 0.
Or I'll just fucking buy in, I guess. Because I mean, it's like a penalty to all your tests going forward if you don't have the Astronomicon unlocked, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
thank you.
minus 20. All right. Then steer the vessel.
That's
This is
nav warp.
yep.
Uh,
And there are detailed charts, so that's like plus 20.
and I believe we have a minus 10 for towing shit right now.
Yes.
Boop.
Half the calculation for cents. Or actually, no, because that's 33, so that goes to 4, which means it's a
Yay.
quarter. So
Yay!
5 days.
This navigator paying dividends
You may
again.
then reduce. You may now reduce it by your engine.
Okay, let
thing.
me see. I believe it's. Oh no, for us it's not the engine. We just have a generic engine. It's our charts that reduce it by 1d5 plus 5 days. So. Excellent.
Okay, so it's 1 day.
God, I love being rich.
So there is 1 warp travel encounter. So roll
Okay.
1d100, please.
Yay.
Temporal hole.
No, that's the worst we could possibly get. Okay, well, maybe it'll go back in time, and it'll be fine.
So, plus 10 Sinitians test,
Okay.
please.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop-doop.
Okay.
That's good.
Notices it early enough to prepare for it. So this is now a plus 20 navigate warp test.
Okay. Do. Navigate warp with a 20 plus her own modifiers. Minus 10 for the slow boys. Ugh.
Imagine you had a generic navigator for this.
Yeah, we would just be dead. It would have been a long time ago, too. It's, cool.
Yeah, so. Now, Hera do herself a pilot. So this is innately a plus 10. And she's got shinies, so. I mean, at this point, she isn't richer than Juno.
Yay, I'm a navigator house.
Yeah, her family is collectively about as rich as Juno.
Jesus Christ.
Because they are also, like, the top % of humanity's wealth. Right.
Oh, good job, Kiera.
Yeah. You avoid the temporal hole.
Whee! Whee!
This is probably fortunate.
Almost guaranteeably. I don't really want to fight Chaos Custodians or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, just, like, for the sake of my amusement, could you roll a D100 plus
Okay.
40?
Is that days forward or backwards?
No, that's the inaccurate re-entry table. Okay, so you would appear in a randomly determined location in the subsector. So,
we do not end up in fucking Cruel or something.
yeah.
Could teleport to Brigitte.
I mean, Cruel is...
I guess that's in the Banemore subsector, isn't it?
Yeah. Cruel, yes. It would be, I'd have to do randomize whether we go in Cyclops Cluster or Quinrock Sound, but yeah, it would be entirely possible you just accidentally Moab.
I mean, honestly, there are worse things in the world that could have happened. Could pick up Felix.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys can make it to Dark Heaven. Oh.
Heaven of the Dark.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Oh no.
Why is my phone going?
There is a Chaos fleet in orbit around the planet.
It's about what I expected.
A Grand Cruiser, 4 cruisers, and a dozen destroyer escorts.
Oh. I almost feel sorry for them. They're gonna get so fucked. Holy shit, that is not enough. There's not enough mans.
Whew. But we have enough trash cans.
Oh boy.
I mean, you say that, but...
Torpedoes are scary. It's true.
Yeah. Also, Chaos ships are typically faster and have longer range guns than Imperial
I'm
ships.
not really...
They're definitely faster than Tau ships.
Yeah, but they're gonna get outgunned, like, hilariously. The Tau ships are very fucking slow.
You say that. But again, Grand Cruiser.
It's just a Grand Cruiser. They're not that scary. They don't even have...
It's got triple layered void shields.
Yeah, and I have Space Marines who can do boarding actions.
So do they. Yeah, so this is a Chaos Space Marine invasion fleet. This is not just, Jimothy the Heretic.
Oh, hey,
No.
my hatred of Chaos Marines kicks back in. I forgot about that.
Oh dear.
This is like...
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a little more
Yeah.
concerned now. Fair enough. And our Space Marines are clearly better. I mean, look at how magic they are. But yeah, oh boy. All right, and you said it was 1 day in the warp. Lord have
Yeah.
mercy. All right, we have officially used up 2 of our weeks. Hi.
Just since the
Being
tower,
towed, yeah.
to ride your bubble, they do have to go behind. So, yeah, again, 2d10 minus 4, please.
Sure. 8. Also, in hindsight, clearly what I should have done is just take the Divine Rider with us and then just take it back to Corellia and then bring it back again.
That'd work if not for the journey from the
Yeah,
Minefield Point.
yeah. Gotta find a way to cut down on that. Alright, so that's 22 days.
Faster ships.
Listen, if it's just the Vigil into Dawn going places, we can fucking numbies, but my husband's big fucking dumpy just slows us down. Alright, anyway. Ships.
Yes, so. Here's some good news.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just Chaos ships
yay.
left. Where did I?
Where are you, friends?
I'm looking for.
Are you sure?
At some point, I've lost my like Cobra Destroyer sheet.
So you have. I don't think I've ever seen you having one, to be fair.
And I've used them in fleet
No.
actions before, haven't I?
You used Iconoclast.
Mm.
But no, Cobra's only ever been background rubble.
Fair enough.
I have a Cobra sheet in my game. I don't know if I can import it for you.
I don't think so. Well, I'll just.
Luckily, it's a tiny piece of shit, so it's not super hard to put together real quick.
Yeah. Just give me
A couple minutes. I will take the opportunity to go to the bathroom.
Just need to
So I'll pause the recording. Back in a second.
Need to. Yes, please.
Okay.
So, as I said, there's some good news. So you start closing in. 2 very badly damaged Cobra-class destroyers will emerge from a concealed position and to join up with you. Yeah, they'd probably hail the Eternal Flame. That looks like a flagship.
Yeah, the Space Marine battle barge sure is the flagship of this fleet. Understandable. Juno's just, while that's going on, just going to be looking at her Auspex operator like, 2? That's it? Oh boy.
I'm both are hold in half a dozen places or more across their hulls.
Well, at least they tried.
Yeah, talking with the shark, they will fall in on one flank. Yeah, we'll see if a message from the Grandmaster.
I'll take it.
My comrades, the surviving leadership of the Imperial Navy here, Flag Lieutenant Mikolash, they apprised me of the situation. They have been in contact with the ground. Suggest we convene a council of war aboard the Eternal Flame post-est.
That is good news that there's anyone left down there. Though we seem to have some opposition between us and them.
Indeed. And it does sound as if if we wish to save those left on the ground, we may not have time to defeat this fleet in detail. But any more I would discuss in the council.
Oh, so he's saying he wants to do a council before we get to the planet. Okay.
Yes.
Very well, Grandmaster. I will see you there.
This is during the 8 days it takes you to get into like combat range.
So these guys aren't just like popping out right at the last second. Gotcha.
No.
I guess if it's 8 days, Juno will offer to send the Magos and her engineers over to try and get some emergency repairs done on these little bastards.
I don't think there's a way to. I don't think emergency repairs does hull points.
Technically not, but I think if you have a week, you can get some back.
Like you have to. I think you have to, like, dock.
Unfortunate. Alright, well in that case, Juno will instead send them an ASCII wolf waving. Oh. Alright, War Council.
Yeah. So, let's see. Just give me a moment to grabby everyone who would need to be in attendance.
Just copy paste from the Divine right over, I guess.
Yeah, except it's not all of the people. It's just easier to yeah, especially since well, you've now actually got an alien contingent who, as much as Jacques might not want to, he is going to have to accept having them aboard the Eternal Flame for a port
Yeah.
council.
Yeah.
Alright, let's put you guys between the Space Wolf and
Yes,
them.
and also maybe find something for Tilpin to do elsewhere.
Yes.
So apropos of nothing, if Maywar hasn't gotten his sword fixed by now, I will make sure he gets a new one.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I think Eloa is capable of fixing it for him.
Excellent.
Um. Sorry, my brain is starting to slow down.
This is fair. My brain is already turned off for the night.
We will, I think not do the fight tonight,
No.
I understand.
but can get the meeting out of the way.
Wait, does that mean there might be a Merz in here that's under 5 hours? Holy shit. I won't believe you. Who are you? What have you done with Merzendi?
Not only is it under 5 hours, it's under
Well, hold
4.
on here. We have a whole war council
Started late.
to get through. Let's not get hasty.
Oh, okay. I thought we were ending now.
No. Oh, speaking of which,
Oh,
it's fine if you tell me it's too late, but I did forget about something I was going to grab from the Divine Right, which are a couple of Valkyries or Vendettas, because, oops, my gun cutter.
Yeah. Yeah. And go ahead and do that.
I don't know if this upcoming op will be airborne or not, but either way. It's a transport that is better than an Arvis, but not as extra as the mechanized company transporter. Two.
Yeah. Nice in-between thing. Right. Robot. I think that's everyone who should be here.
Seems good to me. Maybe Renault, I guess. And go home for a visit.
Yeah, he'll come visit, but he's not going to be attending, the command staff
alright, fair enough.
meeting. He's not that senior.
Then yeah, I think that'll do it.
Yeah. So, thank you for joining me, Flag Lieutenant. Appraise the others of what you had told me already. My lord. The Black Fleet arrived Is nearing 3 weeks ago now. Came in overwhelming numbers. And though in Imperial Navy sold our lives well, we were not able to prevent him from making landfall upon Dark Cave. The remnants of my squadron have been engaged in hit-and-run attacks since, and have maintained what... And when we have been close enough, we have maintained contact with the ground forces. The situation there is unfortunate. House Orlac is not pressed by common traitors, but by the traitor legions. Renegade Astartes. Half-beard spits to the ground. Gets a slight glare from Jacques. He does not appear to care about the glare. Indeed, my lord. Oh, sorry, that's now turned into a French accent rather than the Eastern European one. Indeed, my lord. They are the most detestable of the arch enemy's forces, and they are here. They have already overrun a majority of the keeps. They are, after all, only recently re-established, and the Mechanicum forces that were assisting them have been wiped out.
Have there been any sightings of Praetorus Knights?
Indeed, the man. At least 2 squadrons of the Red Blades. They... So give me just a moment. This is... something I need to make sure I get the name correct. Their heraldry identifies them as belonging to the ancient renegade House Aetrax.
I see. Well, I'll have to dispose of them.
In addition to the Dread Blades, the Heretic forces have 3 super heavy siege crawlers. Are protected by void shields and heavily armed. They have been the linchpin for breaking the defenses of the Night Keeps so far. And even when counterattacks from House Orlak have been able to avoid the Atrax Dreadblades, the siege crawlers support each other, overlapping. They are never outside of weapons range of each other. And knights, though honorable, they cannot protect themselves from multiple directions at once. The Prince Seneschal of House Orlak has been killed, as have 3 of his as have the 3 of his successors. Only their central and largest keep remains, though. There are isolated pockets of Orlak household troops and the occasional knight outside of their walls, but they are scattered and too few to be of any assistance themselves. My ship's lost lost in communications range 4 days ago. And they estimated the siege crawlers would reach the final keep in a week. That is to say, in 3 more days. Forgive me, my lord, but at your current speed...
We won't make it in time.
You will be hard-pressed. You will be hard-pressed to relieve them. Even discounting the heretical fleet standing in the way.
Well, we've already achieved maximum velocity. Vigil could cut engines and go to silent running, speed ahead of the rest of you. Drop relief troops, my knight. Supplies to the defenders. Some strike teams to try and take out these crawlers. Incline her head towards the collective of Marines.
Wolf's honor. She can outpace even your Vigil. But I've only a demi-company of wolves.
Well, a demi-company of wolves and the troops of House Dandrick, as many as you can cram in there. Don't suppose you have room in there for a knight?
Room to transport it, aye. But yet an armature.
Yes.
A Thunderhawk could carry it. The roundabout. Wouldn't it be comfortable for you? But it would be doable.
We have space for an Angantyr dropship. It's a bit bigger than a Thunderhawk, but would carry most of the troops I'd be bringing along anyway.
Nay. Our hangars are specialized. Anything larger than a Thunderhawk is not for Astartes to keep. No, not according to Gulliman.
I see. Well, then, we'll turn to Jacques. Would you prefer my expertise in the void or on the ground?
With troops on the ground will neither commander will know. And I am certain Lord Beard has the acumen. He does not have a rapport with Ausdentic troops that you do.
Well, I'm sure I can get the trust of House Orlok as well. We do all share a common origin after all. Well, I will see how many troops we can squeeze into a Thunderhawk.
We normally carry 30 Astartes. Oh. Yeah, don't worry about him, Burning Man. If they're any decent in a fight, he cannot stand the G-forces. Their ability in a fight does not grant them the ability to ignore the laws of physics as we understand them. Ugh. Fine. Stop seats are too big for a normal human girl. You could cram 50, 60 in there. But it'll be all over the place. Sick to stomachs and worse.
I see. Well,
Your little kitten there. With her armor she might cope, but none of the rest. Ah, except in your mages. He makes a sign of warding at Elor.
then I suppose my troops will have to follow yours down in Valkyrie's. I'll squidge my armor into the Thunderhawk.
Oh, no. You'll be being carried. Rope style.
Oh boy.
Yet, mate. That may not be the wisest choice. While the honor is only a little faster than the Vigil. Maybe better for our standard troops to remain on their ship and land a little later. Lord Afbeard, you say you only have a demi-company. But a demi-company of the Vilka Fenrica. You can give us more than just one day, can you not? Oh, here we come. Only distract the fleet for. All rise. That's a grand carrier they have there. Squadrons of Hell Talons. Their bombs. We're mighty warriors, aye. Just as hers can't. Ignore physics, neither can we. And I've not enough Thunderhawks and Furies myself to fend them off.
We'll have to start harassing them at range then. Send the Cobras out to push that carrier out of position. Whatever other torpedo boats we have. By now they've seen us coming, and the forces of chaos do not back down from a fight once the challenge is posed. We start poking them.
That's
They'll
why I'm
come.
here.
I am not so certain. I will in time. But it depends on the humors of our leader. He may be more glad to stand a slight by waiting than split his focus, betwixt us and our Zorlak. Like Lieutenant, you have crossed blades with him. Let's say, well, my lord. He seems possessed of a sanguine humor. In battle, they closed on us. I do not know if my lords know, but typically The forces of the archenemy have longer range than us, and speed. It's larger vessels, such as what we had at the start of this battle. One would expect them to. One would expect them to maintain distance, fire and maneuver around us. Never let us close in for broadsides. But this one, he closed into it for them himself. Great chains upon our flagship. Boarded it and took the Commodore's head. He then sent a vid of what he did to the corpse.
Me. Now that just feels personal.
Right. So, in your professional opinion, if provoked, do you think you would rise to a challenge?
At once.
She just inclines her head like, thank you for making my point.
Very well. If such is his character, then the plan will work. We needs must use your squadron as a bait to tempt them in, like Lieutenant. But you need not get too close. Irk them however many times you need to get them to follow in force and meet us in the open void. And meanwhile, the Honor and the Vigil shall sneak in behind and save our brethren upon the ground.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I don't have any objections.
I mislike calling it sneaking.
Slipping behind your prey to drive a knife into his backbone.
It's a sound plan. But forgive an old wolf's particularities. Of course. It is like that at least one of our vessels will remain behind. Yes, be cautious if they do. They have you on tonnage. Uh,
Will as ever be cautious, but if Lord Halfbeard and I can snag ourselves a kill while the rest of the enemy is distracted, I'm sure we'll find a way to do so. Yeah, let the rest of you have
I have full faith in you.
So, anything else that needs discussing?
My lady. Yeah. The other matter I would suggest is with regard to the disposition of your ground forces. These are traitor legions. They have Heretic Astartes in powered armor, and was in tactical dreadnought suits as well. If any of your troops, well, they have lesser infantry, those have been the backbones. Any troops that are too lightly armed to penetrate that armor, there is no purpose in deploying them. It is suicide.
Understood. It is a shame our supply ship hasn't arrived yet with all the hell guns I ordered. But thank you for the warning. I will keep our light infantry in reserve. But we still battalion stormtroopers. Shall they make accounting for themselves? Shall nod at Jeff.
Want me leading them down there, Doc, or staying up with the MOI?
I think it's best that you take command of the stormtroopers. I'll handle the household troops, and Augustus can handle the void operations. As much as I am loath to part with him, it will only be for a few days.
Understood. It feels like it's been a while since I done groundwork.
Indeed. Huh. Best make sure your skills are sharp. I'm throwing you in against the most dangerous of foes.
You know me, Doc. That's just the type of thing I like to get back into the swing of things.
That's what I like to hear. Juno suddenly had a good idea, but we'll see how that plays out after the meeting. Gonna try to get me some battle suits.
Oh.
Forgive me if this is out of turn, but the Firecast possesses many weapons which can engage space marines. And all of the Space Marines slightly bristle as she says that.
Well, in this case, they can be put to good use, I'm sure. If you have some crisis suits to spare, perhaps? After all, they won't be doing much good in a void action.
We have some. Cadres of stealth suits as well.
That might be very useful for getting at these siege crawlers. They are protected by flanking knights, so you might be able to slip past them.
Oh. None of the vessels we have with us have the speed to match those you would send ahead. Any of our troops will need to be transferred to your vessels before we separate.
Yes, you can load them up online, that's fine. I'm not sure I have the capacity to deploy them myself, but if you have a dropship that can fit in my hold, that should be fine.
We will need to. We have mantas and orcas both. We'll need to determine which is a better fit.
Where's would a manta fit in the Vigil's launch bay? Not sure. Those things are huge.
Probably no. It would. I mean, yeah. Since you don't have a dedicated combat launch bay, probably not.
Right. Let's see. What can an orca transport? Let's see. That's still a pretty big lad. See, you don't have tabletop stats, do you?
It does. They are in Forge World books.
Alright, off to Wikipedia.
Yeah, so it can carry up to 48 people. Yeah. When seating for 24 Fire Warriors and mag rails for up to 6 Crisis Battle Suits.
Neat. Ooh, we can carry broadsides at a 2-for-1.
Yes. Well, I think there are broadside stats in Deathwatch, so I could get those if required.
I'll let the Tau decide what they want to send, but yeah, Orca or 2 sounds good to me. Let's see, let me make sure I actually have room on the Vigil for it. Did pick up some new beats recently. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So we have the potential to carry 4 more dropships of various kinds. That's orcas or Like, Jacques wants to send a fucking Storm Talon or whatever the fuck it's called. Raven, I think, is the one that has actual troop capacity. Feel like we probably can't hold a Thunderhawk. Those are also gigantic. But again, the Angantyr is pretty big.
Yeah, Thunderhawk is, I think I said it was comparable size to a gun cutter. Or rather, I think I said the gun cutter was comparable size to a Thunderhawk. It's just been, a Manta is much larger.
Mantas are the fucking galaxies of Warhammer. Yeah, I guess Juno will make the offer if Jacques wants to send a Thunderhawk or two along. That's fine. Otherwise, we'll just load up with the crap.
Yeah. I think Jacques will send you a Thunderhawk along with the Flame Falcon's first lance in full strength.
Neato burrito. Alright, so we'll take that and I guess up to 3 orcas. And we're at capacity.
Yeah. So you're gonna be dropping like half a company of Space Wolves, a battalion of Stormtroopers,
Vanguard, which is 3 companies.
Yeah, another battalion of Vanguard, a full Tau Hunter cadre, and the veteran lance of the Flame Falcons.
And a Baby Knight, and a company of Sentinels. As you do.
Yeah.
You might actually stand a chance against some Chaos Space Marines.
I am ready for the rematch. Literally have been training for this day.
I mean, these are not Frank.
But they are still Chaos Marines.
They're Frank adjacent.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I hate anything adjacent to the thing I hate. That's how hatred works.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So, actually does actually sound like a decent fucking military force.
Oh, also not just the Lupine Vanguard, the Lupine Heavy Weapons companies, which are just loaded with autocannons and las cannons, which I feel like is an ideal counterpoint to Space Marines. Just get zapped by 2 damaged weapons, 2 wounded bastards.
Yeah. And anti-tank weapons are very good at killing singular heavy infantrymen. Who would have known? Even if an autocannon is like light tanks only.
Well, we wouldn't know from the last time we encountered Frank, and he just dodged everything. Weh.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he was a Chaos Lord.
Surely a normal Chaos Marine doesn't have an 80% force field and fucking 50 reactions. So it should be fine.
I could wish.
I will in fact confirm a normal Chaos Space Marine doesn't even have
Wow.
step side.
Whoa, what? Really?
That's actually kind of surprising.
Wait, are you? Yeah, Jesus fuck. We're about to murder these guys.
Well, they come in numbers.
Fair.
Yeah, let's do XP,
Yeah.
and we will be done for the day. So, have you explored a new and interesting location?
Let's see.
I don't think you
No,
have
not
yet.
yet.
Like, you've just done
Unfortunately, the
space.
Watercast guy's office wasn't really particularly interesting.
Yeah. So you've seen one Tau office, you have seen them all.
Basically.
Did you uncover a new truth about the Gothic sector?
Yeah, we have gathered information about this new and exciting Chaos Warlord and the Siege of Darkhaven.
Yep. Did you develop a relationship with an important NPC?
Let's see. I think we met a new important NPC, which is the Tau commander in theater, and that developed that relationship. Juno seems to be getting on with him pretty well. Also, now
Yeah.
orphaned Endeavor, QQ.
Yeah. Did you discover a new page in a PC's story?
Let's see. A good question. I'm not sure, other than Juno's continuing development with her Tau alliances. Yeah, no.
I don't think that counts as a
No,
new
no, it's
page.
just a footnote in an existing one, so, yeah, no.
You've definitely advanced your investigations. I feel like I need to change that from investigations
Advance
at
your
this point.
goals, or
'cause
advance your house's interest or something.
Yeah.
Advance the sector's interest,
Yeah.
there you go.
Something like that, sure.
Sounds like 300 XP?
Well, did you make a sacrifice for the greater good?
No.
And yeah, 300.
Also, we should probably figure out what cool new cybernetics Ceiko has to have. I don't think we ever actually rolled.
Wait, what
he got
happened to Ceiko?
torn to pieces last time.
I ate shit in that one fight. The drone.
Oh.
That one drone shot me up at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, Merzendi. Yeah.
It's just like a couple of cybernetic limbs, so it's like roll 2 hit locations. Okay, that would be a cybernetic head and a cybernetic leg.
He gets a new
face.
So. Now you have an excuse for the Mediguerre to replace your faceplate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, that's a leg.
Yes. You are in need of new eyes and a new left leg.
Well, time to upgrade to best quality bionic.
Yay.
And yeah, they might as well just get the Vindicare spy mask.
Yeah, stick that right on.
Yep.
Alright, are the fucking Skittles weapons effective against Astartes?
Some of them are,
Well,
some of them aren't.
The ones who are get to come along. Ella kept track of what she had somewhere.
Yeah, my previous eyes were already a photo visor, so that works.
There.
Plasma
Yeah, I think.
calibars.
Yeah, the guys with and plasma calibers are barely effective.
Are you sure? Aren't those the plasma cannon equivalents?
No, those are like rapid fire plasma guns, but like slightly less effective than a normal plasma gun, but can auto fire. Really, it's the Volkites.
Volkites are extremely based.
Effective.
If I had read the Canicum thing before I upgraded the Saints Guard's equipment, I probably would have done those instead of plasma guns. My god. They're so good. And what is their plasma cannon, though? Mechanicus book has its own special one. Culverin, there you go. Those things are great. I want one.
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, I guess we'll take the platoon of Volkites. I don't think the arquebuses will really do anything.
Yeah. On average,
telescopic sight.
On average, a plasma caliber does exactly 0 damage.
Oh, actually,
anything above average, it does some damage. But
the Transuranic Arquebuy have accurate and lance, so that's pretty nice.
It would require them having any Transuranics.
Do they not? What is it? Yeah, they got Transuranic. Oh, Arquebus.
No.
Different? No, it's right there.
I don't think any give one cell has them.
I'm sorry, what?
So,
yeah.
Oh, I guess they do. Some reason I never put it on the on their actual character sheet.
Oh, they're pretty neat.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we'll hit a couple
Let's upgrade to best quality
platoons
armor.
of those guys and the Triarios.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid drop force.
Certainly enough to enable you guys to make like rolls to contribute to the fight.
Yeah, are we gonna have to do like actual mass combat stuff, or are you gonna just like boarding action it basically?
It's actually boarding action it.
All right.
Considering this, considering that turns down the chaos of mass combat, I'm not complaining.
I don't really want to have to learn the mass combat rules. There's a mass combat system in Rogue Trader, but yeah, rather do the thing I know how to do.
Yeah. Yes, I looked at them.
It's very fiddly.
Yep. Eyes glazed. And if it had that effect on me, I do not want to inflict it on you guys.
All right, well, good stuff. In that case, if you're watching on the stream or YouTube, we will see you tomorrow for Saturday. Till then, adios, and do take care.
Bye, stream.